Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name's Lottie for those who are new here, and today, as you can see, I look very different to normal, and that's because I've done a Halloween makeup tutorial. Now, with Halloween right around the corner, I thought this would be the perfect time to do it, because if you're anything like me, you'll be last minute looking for an outfit, looking for a costume idea, so I thought I'd show you the simplest makeup look. It's a leopard cheetah look, and you can literally put this with any leopard print clothing you've got, or a pair of ears you might have lying around, and you're good to go. I'm definitely no makeup artist. I've not got the best makeup skills in the world, so please don't judge me, but if I can do this, anyone can. It's super easy, it doesn't take too long, and you're good to go for Halloween. If you haven't already, please do subscribe down below. And other than that, let's get started. I've done my foundation, concealer and eyebrows all off camera already because I just didn't want to show you that. It's a bit boring. I've shown you that before and it hasn't changed. First thing I've got is a piece of sellotape. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just going to put it back on the back of my hand a few times to make it less sticky. And then I'm going to actually just stick it following my eyelash line up to my eyebrow, and that's just so that when I put eyeshadow on it will go in like a cat eye way rather than being rounded. First of all, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced chocolate bar palette, and I'm going to use just a fluffy blending brush and this warm brown shade, and it's called Salted Caramel. So I'm just gonna, sorry I've got a mirror here, that's why I'm looking down here. I'm just going to pop that in my crease and up here all the way up to the tail of my eyebrow, just so it makes it a cat eye shape. I'm then going to go in with the same palette and this cooler tone brown here called Milk Chocolate, and just follow where I've just been with the warmer brown, keeping it just slightly under the warmer brown so that you can see the other colour as well. I'm now going to use the same shade and just start to focus it on the outer part of the eye rather than bringing it all the way into the crease. So once we've got those base colours down, I'm then going to take the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just going to take the gold shimmery shade, which is down here, and I'm just going to take that on my finger and pop that all over my lid, just to make it gold and shimmery. Now that I've done that, it's a bit messy because I just popped it on with my finger. So I'm going to go back to the Too Faced palette and back to that Milk Chocolate shade and just tidy up the edge of where I just put that gold. Now things are looking a little bit neater. I'm actually going to start doing the part of this makeup look that I dread the most, and that is the eyeliner, because I can't do eyeliner to save my life. I'm so bad at it. But obviously for a leopard cheetah look, you've got to have eyeliner because you've got to make your eyes look like that cat shape. So I'm just going to use this NYX liquid liner just in black, and let me just show you the brush. So the brush is so thin, which makes it so easy to do a flick, and I'm just going to start from the middle of my eye and then follow up that tape and make a flick. And then I'm going to bring it all the way to the front as well, just because, like I've said, we want that cat eye look. I literally am just following the tape with the eyeliner, and then I'm going to go from the middle and just join it up like that. See? Now I just got a tiny little flick there. I'm not going to do it too big because, as I said, I'm not very good at eyeliner. And then I'm just going to take this and fill in what I've done. I'm just going to neaten up that edge because when I was filling it in, it's gone a bit wonky. Just like that. And then I'm going to take this eyeliner right down to the front of my eye. So obviously here it's quite thick, and then I'm just going to take it down thinner and thinner and thinner all the way to my inner corner. Now I'm done with the lid of the eye. I just want to wait for that to dry so I don't smudge it. But as I said, I'm so bad at eyeliner, and this eyeliner is so thin but also so black. So honestly, I'd really recommend it. It's NYX, so again, it's affordable. But if I can use it, then anyone can. So I'm just going to peel off this tape now that I'm done. and it just looks like that. So now that I finish this, I'm going to go ahead and tidy up under there where I just took off the tape, because the tape's pulled off all my foundation. And I'm going to go ahead and do this eye off camera and get it up to where this eye is, and then we'll finish doing the eyes. I'm back, I've done both eyes, and I just neatened up under the edges here. Now we're going to move on to the underneath the eye, and I'm just going to go in with the same colours that we used on the crease, so the warmer brown and the cooler brown from the chocolate bar palette. And I'm just going to take this flat brush here, and I'm going to mix both of those colours and drag it from where the line goes up here, just under the eye, right to the inner corner, and drag it underneath. So I finished putting the eyeshadow under my eyes, and that's helped to tie it together better. And then I'm going to go back in with the same eyeliner I used on the top of my eyes, and I'm just going to draw a thin line along my lash line and connect it to the flick I did. And I'm also going to add a bit of this to my waterline. As you can see, I finished doing the eyeliner. I just joined up to the flick and brought it right down to the inner corner of my eye. And now I'm going to go again back in with the eyeliner, and I'm going to join the two bits of eyeliner from the top and the bottom up at the front of the eye. So I'm just going to draw a line right up to about here, because I really want that cat eye look. Drag it right up there, I don't know if you can see that. And then join it at the bottom, and then drag it out, so see how it's pointy. And I'm just pulling it down a tiny bit so it goes down, just like that. So see how that's given me way more of a cat eye look? It makes your eyes look way more feline. So I'm going to go ahead and do exactly the same thing on this side. I'm done with that, and it basically almost touches the side of my nose. I'm going to use this eyeshadow brush with this blackout shade from the Naked 2 palette, and I'm just going to blend all this eyeliner in so it's not as blocky, just under the eye. So I literally need the tiniest bit of this eyeshadow. And now I'm just going to quickly tidy up the under eye with my foundation brush. Very last thing left to do on the eyes is just a little bit of underbrow highlight. So I'm going to go back into the Modern Renaissance palette and use the first shade here, just again on a flat brush. Use the tiniest bit and just drag it under the arch of the brow, just like that. Now I'm all done with the eyes for now. I'm going to come back to them and obviously put lashes on at the end, but now we're going to move on to skin. For a Leopard and Cheetah look, I'm going to go very, very bronzy. So I've got two products I'm going to use for this. The MAC Give Me Some bronzer, well, it's actually a mineralized skin finish, and I'm also going to use this NYX highlight and contour palette. So I'm going to start off with the MAC Give Me Sun, and I'm going to use a fluffy angle brush, this one's from Spectrum, and just contour where I'd normally contour. I'm not going to be too careful with it because I'm not too worried about that. And then I'm going to take it up right around the forehead, right from the temples, all the way around the forehead. Next, I'm going to take this Benefit brush, and I'm going to take the middle two shades from, sorry my NYX palette's broken, but the middle two shades here, they don't have names. And I'm just going to go over where I just bronzed. But this time I'm going to be a little bit more specific. And again, I'm just going to bring this up around the forehead, exactly the same as what we did before. So now I'm all nice and bronzed, I'm going to take this brush to actually contour my nose. So I want really intense nose contour, and I'm going to take these two middle shades again on this thin brush and just take it down the sides of my nose. As you can see, I've used a lot. My nose is very contoured, but that's the look we want for this cheetah look. And I'm also taking a bit on the end of my nose. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a thin eyeshadow brush just to really snatch that contour down the nose. And I'm also going to take it up to the eyebrows here, just like that, and then get this brush, give it a quick blend. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of blush to my cheeks. We don't want too much blush for this look. And I'm just going to use this Sephora blush that I use every single day. As you can see, it's nearly run out. And a normal blush brush, and just pop this on the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm going to take this really small powder brush and take the 2 lighter shades from the contour palette and just run it under here, under the cheekbone contour, just to really snatch that contour. Now I'm going to move on to adding the cat feature to the face. So we'll start off with the nose. So I'm going to take this black pencil eyeliner and draw out my nose. Literally drawn like an M shape right on the bottom of my nose with this. I use this because it's easier to rub off if it goes wrong, which it's very likely to go wrong. And then I'm going to use the liquid eyeliner to fill in the M shape and bring it all the way down my nose. I finished filling that in now. Obviously it's not perfect, but you know, I'm not a makeup artist. And then from there, I'm going to drag from the tip of my nose, I'm going to drag the eyeliner right down in a straight line just to my cupid's bow. Just like that. Now, I'm going to have to go over this a few times to make it jet black. So now that I've done that, I'm going to add dots like where the whiskers would come from, just around here. Now I'm going to draw a few whiskers just coming out each side. This one's gone a bit thick, so I'm just going to rub that off. So now that we're done with the nose and the whiskers, I'm going to go ahead and add probably the most important thing of this, and that's the leopard spots. So I'm just going to aim to do them just around here because I don't want too many. And to do them, I'm going to take the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to take this flat brush that we were using before. And I'm going to take these 2 brown shades down here. And I'm just going to pop little dots all around this area, just like that. See that dot of brown? I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way around here. And if I want them different shapes, I'll just switch up which brush I'm using. As you can see, I've just created that C shape around here. And then I'm going to go ahead with Shock the eyeliner again. We've literally used this eyeliner for the whole look. And I'm just going to create like C shapes around half of each dot. So I'm going to take hardly any of this. And you don't need to worry if this bit's perfect because it doesn't matter too much if it's not. So there, the first one's done. I'm just going to leave that like that. With this top one here, I'll do a slightly different pattern. So I'll do a C around there. And a little C around there, just like that. So this one I've just used 1, and then that one I've used 2, and I'll switch it up all throughout the dots. And some are thicker, some are thinner. I'm just rotating on each one because obviously like a leopard spots aren't perfect, so we don't want these to be perfect. And now I think I'm done with those. I want this to be a really glowy look. So I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I don't know which one this is, really old, it's the blue one. And my highlighting brush, and just highlight the tops of my cheekbones, which is obviously where you'd normally highlight. And I'm going to bring it all the way up around just above my eyebrow, and then I'm going to take a bit down the centre of my nose, just so that it looks even more contoured. A bit on my chin. And I'm even going to add some on top of these spots we just made because they're all dry now, just like that. So now I'm completely done with the skin. There's only lips and eyelashes left to do. So for lips, I'm going to take the black pencil eyeliner and line the outsides of my lips. But I'm actually going to bring it out a bit. So I have more like cat lips, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to line the top of my lips first. And bring the line about halfway down my lip, not all the way to the corner of my top lip. And then from there, I'm gonna drag it out a bit, only a tiny bit. Just like that, and the same on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of my top lip with the black eyeliner. So now that I finished doing that, I'm going to just take the liquid eyeliner again, just to darken and neaten up the top lip. I just finished trying to neaten up my top lip. These bits here aren't even, but they've been stressing me out for about half an hour now, so I'm just going to leave them. And for my bottom lip, I'm going to take a brown lip liner. This is a NYX Suede lip liner in the shade London. So this is just a light brown shade. I'm just going to line the bottom with this. And then I was thinking of putting black on the bottom, but I decided I want brown. So I've got this MAC brown lipstick, which you can see, and it's in the shade Stone. I'm just going to put this all over my bottom lip. I really have the urge to rub my lips together, but obviously I can't because they're two different colours. So that is pretty much the finished look. All we've got left to do is add lashes, but I'm going to actually go ahead and do this off camera because I'm really bad at putting lashes on as it is. I'm just going to use these ones because they're really big. These are Doll Beauty ones. I'm not sure what style they're in, but I'm just going to go ahead and put these on off camera, and then I'll be back to show you the finished look. I've just finished putting on those really big lashes, and I put on a tiny bit of bottom lash mascara, and here's the finished look. I thought I'd do this Halloween makeup look because it's so easy to do. If you own anything leopard print, you can just throw it on and go as a cheetah or leopard and you're good to go. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. I loved filming this video. I haven't done makeup like this in literally years and I miss it, just like playing around with makeup and seeing what will come of it. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe down below if you haven't already. I hope you all have a lovely Halloween and I will see you next week in next Sunday's video. Bye!